Today we're going to be looking over my first Battle League battles, and for the most part they were pretty interesting. We're going to see why as we go along through this video, so let's get started. Starting off my first battle with Edison 1224, I lead him with my Gliscor, he leads with his Heracross, and I start hammering him with wing attacks until he switches out. In comes Zapdos, which resists my wing attack, gonna build up energy and then switch into Probopass, which will be hammering him with rock throws until he decides to hit me with a charge attack, which I decide not to block because it's not gonna do much. And then I start finishing things off with rock throw. Not gonna waste my rock slide, that's ridiculous. Gonna save that for his Tauros. Gonna go for that excellent. And then he shields it. That's fine. Gonna build up more. Hopefully the next rock slide is gonna hit him. Probably not. He's probably gonna shield again, or maybe not. I don't know. In comes the rock slide, and yep, he shields it. That's fine. Just gonna keep hammering him with rocks. And then he switches into Heracross, knocks me out with like one counter. That's fine. In comes Gliscor, hit him with that aerial ace that I built up. Good investment on my part, especially since I'm up against bug fighting. In comes his Tauros from one last battle, and one last aerial ace should do it for the win. Wow. On to our second battle with Bulbasaur Champ 7. I start things off with Liebert against Umbreon. To get this mirror match started, we both snarl to get enough for our fast moves, and so he got his first. Now, thinking that it was going to be last resort, I shielded, but it ended up being foul play, which I could have easily took, but it doesn't matter because I can now use Play Rough, hoping that I could get one off. Yep, got one off. He did not shield. He thought it was going to be a dark type move. I don't shield because it's obviously going to be foul play. Yes, it is. You are correct. And I keep snarling until I get my Play Rough, in which case I pray he does not shield again. He just calls it quits for his Umbreon, and yeah, he shields. Not enough time to switch into my Machamp. He starts getting one last foul play that would guarantee to get me into the red. And so I counter him as I pop out with the Machamp. He starts off against him with foul play, and then I just finish him off with one last counter. Countering again, and he brings out Altaria, in which I proceed to use Rock Slide. Is it gonna hit? No, it is not, because he blocked it, countering like hell to get some energy for my Rock Slide. Praying that the Rock Slide hits. Not enough damage to knock it out, unfortunately. Decided not to shield it because unfortunately it was time for my Machamp to go. And now I move on to my Probopass, in which I just rock throw it to death. And then in comes a Bastiodon, in which I proceed to Magnet Bomb it, seeing how he has no shields. And I have my one shield. Yup, and it does not do much damage. Just rock throw on a steel type and smackdown on a steel. Okay, that's good. And I shield up against his flamethrower. Oh, good. Good job me for saving that shield. Now I get to magnet bomb this kid. Hopefully he stays down. Nope, that Bastionon is a tank. Just rock throwing him slowly to death. And I have no shield, so there is no way I am safe from that flamethrower. But it's okay, I can get in one last magnet bomb. Is it gonna do it? Please. Nope, just one more rock throw, and yes, he is down for the count. Opponent number 2 is going to be CC07, and I start things off with my Shiftry against her Empoleon. Okay, and so I snarl it to the point where I get Leaf Blade, which is going to be a neutral attack because of the water stealing. Okay, she blocked it. Or he blocked it, I'm not sure, but I still snarl and hit up Leaf Blade anyways for the neutral damage. Gotta love neutral damage, especially with the stab bonus that Shiftry's getting. Didn't block it, snarling it to death. Get off one last Leaf Blade for more neutral damage. Not even gonna go for the excellent. It was gonna die anyways. And so my Shiftry awaits its next prey, which is going to be Sandslash. No. Go. No. Machamp, take care of... Machamp, take care of this. Just counter his butt. Just counter her butt. And then Machamp deals with an Executor. Gonna go for Rock Slide, because even with the stab bonus, Dynamic Punch would just do nothing against Executor's Psychic type, but then it shields. Okay, and so I get in another Rock Slide, thank you counter, and it hits just enough to get to the red, and it's most likely going to use Psychic Switch, and I'm not even going to block it, just going to let the Psychic hit. Yep, gonna put in Shiftry, in which one snarl just does it. Grappo88 is my fourth opponent, and here's where my luck starts to change in a sense, because my Shiftry can barely keep up with the Breloom to a point where I switch into my Aerodactyl, and as you can see, it is barely making a dent, and knowing that it's gonna offer a neutral move, I block, and yep, it was Seed Bomb, so I just keep rock throwing until I get to Ancient Power, but I didn't get to attack in time, and so I used up my last shield, thus making me utterly defenseless for any and all upcoming moves. And finally, I get my Ancient Power, praying for that attack defense boost, but I did not get that boost. Did not end up getting murdered. And so I switch into Probopass, and she switches into Charm, which is going to be murdered by my Rock Throws and Rock Slides. And oh wait, they still have shields. Oh man, this is not gonna... Yup. Now, they're utterly defenseless. And so, being the utterly defenseless person I am, I completely forget that my Probopass is part Steel, so yep, that's pretty much it. And so I Rock Throw it to death, and I keep and in comes Lapras, and I get in one good Rock Slide, and it didn't really do much, and so I get knocked out by Frost Breath of all things. Thankfully, I had Shiftry with enough energy for a to get off one good Leaf Blade. That's really the best turnaround and one nostalgia. Now, my final opponent for the day, Mauricio894, was, I'll be honest, off to a good start. I get off some wing attack that weren't doing much against his Registeel. He gets off some lock-ons. I block his Focus Blast for some odd reason, ignoring that it's a flying type. And I try for an Earthquake because Steel meets, that's Steel's weakness, but he blocks it. And being the desperado I am, I charge. I aim. Oh, he switches into Venusaur, and I get off an Aerial Ace, which is good. And here's where my luck starts to change, and and I start over, which is very annoying. Could have had it too. So I loaded back, got back into battle. I guess my Gliscor got one-shotted by its Frenzy Plant due to the neutral damage, and so I try my best to knock it out with my Shiftry Snarl, building up some energy for a foul, but I block it because Dark type is bad against Focus Blast, and so I try to foul play this. And yeah, it wasn't enough. Okay, and so I get off one foul play and he shields it. That is not good. That is so not good. And I have no shields, and he easily one-shots me with the Focus Blast. Damn. And so I try to get off at least a Rock Slide or a Magnet Bomb to put an end to that Registeel, but that lock-on really got him. So yeah, I lost that one. So there you have it, my first 5 battles of the Go Battle League for today. One of which I lost because I was way too confident. Oh well. Hopefully next time will be different.